Hello friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 3, Ruined World. Today, I continue exploring the wild lands of Valorim. This valley, formerly infested with goblins, is now eerily quiet. Good. And I still have a little more than 30 days to deliver a wolf pelt to someone in the town of Kalok. Plenty of time. I do, however, need to go back and retrieve my horses. They should be parked over by the back door to the Goblin Wolf Rider Warren. Very good. Now then. What other empty chunks of land can I explore here? Because this is a really empty corner of Valorim. Also, I should have scryed that Drake Lord while I had the chance. Oh well. Some entrepreneurial humans with a large raft have set up a ferry service across this river. They say they'll take you across for 10 gold. Accept? Sure, I've got plenty. You pay and cross the river. It's a quick, uneventful journey. Libras, 40 miles east. Might as well make for that landmark. Bolton is back to the west, and Stormport is farther east. Actually, I usually like to leave my horses parked outside of town so that I can remember where they are and find them a little bit easier when I leave. That way I don't have to remember which end of town I entered by. Libras Fletcher. And a townsperson who doesn't talk to us. Okay, you are a generic Fletcher. Who does sell pretty decent stuff. This looks like the inn. And not a generic innkeeper. This inn is run by a pale, bland man. You notice he has a bundle of tickets at his belt. He says, "Vincent," in a voice remarkable in its atonality. Okay, so perhaps he is generic, but he's just interesting enough to have some different dialogue. You can get a room for the night for a mere 8 gold. We have fine Carnald whiskey for 12 gold. Also, I have boat tickets. His voice is so flat, you almost have to struggle to pay attention. I have tickets to Lost Isle. It's a town on the remote isle to the south. Nice town. Very peaceful. You can purchase tickets for your group for only 15 gold. Round trip. Maybe another day when I need a break from all the monster slaying. How about that whiskey? He quietly pours you several glasses of utterly vicious brown whiskey. You drink it, and for a few minutes, you can see angels. Hoo-hoo. And that guy is boring. Lost Isle Ferry, end of Middle Dock. Buy tickets from Vincent. Libras Warehouse. If you don't know you can enter here, don't. I mean, the door opened for me. I should be fine. As you start to step through the door, you notice the floor on the other side looks slightly suspicious. Ah, perhaps not. Stuff in the warehouses is basically never worth tripping traps. Merchants Guild of Libras. You meet a massive merchant, decked out in fine silken clothes. He has thinning hair and pockmarked face. He'd be very unappealing if he didn't clearly have so much money. He clears his throat extensively. Just call me Mervyn. I run this end of the eastern trade route, and we're always looking for good couriers. He sighs contentedly. Ah, Eastern Valorum. Few people, many resources. All it takes is merchants to arrange getting the goods in and out, and good couriers to do the job. He looks you over. Lads, you look to have good courier potential. It's very simple and very profitable. Squiggus, a town up the coast to the east, gathers and processes fine, savory herbs. We send clothes and goods to them, to keep them alive out in the wilderness. You purchase goods here, sell them in Squiggus, and bring their fine herbs back here, where I buy them. Profit for you. Interested? So, want to purchase goods, or sell me herbs? Well, I don't have any herbs to sell, so, I guess I just hit buy. Clothes and goods. These are trade goods, intended to be bought somewhere and sold somewhere else. Well, we can buy them cheap here and sell them, hopefully, for more money up north. Libras, torches, and tools. This sounds like a merry shop. And it is! Hi, Mary! Dot, herbalist. A quiet woman with a sweet smile sits behind the counter, scrubbing clean a few freshly picked bunches of leaves. A fresh, fragrant herbal smell hangs heavy in the air. She continues to clean the leaves while speaking to you. She seems to be doing it automatically. I'm Dot. I know a few spells, but I'm an herbalist by trade. I collect herbs. She laughs. Oh, you wouldn't want to learn spells from me. I wouldn't know how to teach them. You might try a flame spell and end up making all your hair fall out. Or worse. No, the main thing I have to offer is herbs. Alchemical herbs. I have a good supply of some of the more effective ones. You can purchase them if you wish. She sighs. Now, if I could find some mandrake to sell, then I'd be rich. The king of herbs, magically potent in the extreme. I'd love to be able to find a good supply of it. I've heard others have, but I think that's only a rumor. I've heard there's a hermit that lives on an island somewhere east or north or somewhere, who sells mandrake. Just a rumor, though, I'm sure. So I can buy glowing nettle and wormgrass here. What was that, boy? What's that to do with business? Yeah, so she can't buy any of the herbs that I already have. Which is a shame for her, because I do have mandrake. And I'm just guessing that these are houses. Oh no, unfriendly dog! Nope, not killing someone else's dog. Running away. You find the village of a few of the boat people that inhabit these islands. After a few jokes at your expense, they offer to take you to the next island and back for 10 gold. Except, not right now. I don't feel like exploring the little coastal islands just now, but I will eventually. And here we've got the end of the road at Stormport. Coastline takes a turn up to the north from there. You stand in the middle of a wide plain. It's a beautiful, sunny day. Green grass waves in the wind. A herd of deer grazes in the distance. It's utterly beautiful. It's also completely unspoiled, and the rich land is capable of supporting many, many people. If the exiles wanted to come to the surface, there is plenty of room for them to live. All you need to do is become safe from the Empire. Somehow. But for now, Stormport. Stormport Fine Eats. With the perfectly generic provisioner. Yay. And you, sir, are blocking my exploration. Okay, and so far nobody wants to talk to me. Stormport Armory. With the perfectly generic armorsmith. Joy. Stormport Docks. Gebra Ferry, 10 gold. Buy tickets at dock. Probably from the beggar there. Why are so many ticket vendors beggars? I guess it's a job that doesn't require a lot of qualifications. A beggar woman kneels by the docks. In addition to an alms bowl, however, she holds a roll of tickets. I am Laika. She sneezes and wipes her nose on her sleeve. Well, I'm a beggar, really, but lately I've been more of a saleswoman. You can purchase tickets to the city of Gebra from me. Only 12 gold. 10 for the ticket, plus a 2 gold service charge. Yes, a service charge, also known as a keep the poor beggar woman from starving to death charge. Seems reasonable enough when put like that. This town seems a little more built up than Libras is, and also seems to have a mayor. You meet an aging female merchant wearing fine jewelry and rich clothes. She looks on edge. Or maybe she's just a wealthy merchant, I'm not sure. She shakes your hand. I am Dana. Well, I run shipping up and down the East Coast. Right now we're looking for couriers. From here up to Squiggus and beyond. Yes, we need supplies run up to Squiggus. You can purchase bundles here and carry them up there. They'll pay you handsomely for them. It's been very hard to get couriers lately, alas. There's been some monster troubles. She looks annoyed, but not at you. You should ask Mayor Runkle. He's next door. He's been useless for dealing with the problem, but at least he may be able to explain it. Huh. So the town does have a mayor. Mayor's office. Mayor Runkle presiding. You meet a tired, thin old man. He sits behind the desk, contemplating a skull. You notice the skull has rubies for eyes. I'm Mayor Runkle. I'm the mayor. It's sort of a different post around here. I'm the administrator for several towns. And believe me, we have problems. He counts the towns off on his fingers. Stormport, Libras, Lost Isle, Gorst, Gebra, Bolton, Squiggus. I take care of administrative details for them all. And, of course, try to protect them from monsters. He holds up the skull he was looking at. There's undead to the northeast, lots of them. We don't know who's making them, and they move farther south every day. Interesting. The undead to the northeast aren't as bad as the monster plagues I hear the big cities have been having, but they are a threat, and the Empire is no help. When things were peaceful, an Empire adjunct would be through every week, writing me about one thing or another. Now, when we really need their help, we don't get one gold piece, not one soldier. I don't know what's going on up there, but if they don't start helping out more, this whole area will go straight to hell. Well, I don't know that he specifically gives me a mission, but undead that aren't being dealt with. Sounds like a distraction. I mean, something worth doing. A bunch of locked doors here. Pretty sure this is just housing. And after the dog incident in Libras, I'm not sure I want to go poking my nose in. Stormport Junk Shop. A tall, thin, twitchy man is sitting behind the counter. He's using a rag to energetically polish what looks to you like a shard of broken glass. He stands up. Ah, welcome to you, stout travelers. I am Valentino. Welcome to my shop. He sits back down. He's very pleased you asked. Why, I collect and distribute all manner of wondrous items. Here is how the process works. You sell me the excess crud you don't want. I hike the price and make it available to others for purchase. Elegant, eh? Sure. At least, I like to think so. Wondrous items. And, of course, a lot of garbage. He shrugs. Yeah, one man's trash and all that. So I can sell things that I don't want, like medium poison. You don't do identification. And I can buy... Ooh, piercing crystal. I want one of those for certain. Ooh, magic studded. Ooh, ruby helm. Not that I would actually use it much, but it's kind of neat to have a helm with pretty good defense that can cast fireball. This is a modestly sized but beautifully made helmet. It looks brand new. Polished, unscratched metal with fine chainmail mesh dropping down behind. And gold statue. Ooh, is this the one that summons a gazer? Now that I've got an ogre mage in my summon list, I don't really need that as much. Pearl is still walking around with bronze studded, although I do have that plate armor I haven't identified. Item's too heavy, of course it is. Ah, come on, who's got space? Somebody please have space. Gotcha. And now I sell the bronze stuff. And equip higher defense magic armor. Oh yeah. Studded armor is leather armor set with plates of some sort of metal. The metal makes the armor slightly more encumbering. Actually, no, because, well, not on the magic one because encumbrance is 0, hooray. But provides much greater protection. Whereas plate armor is the strongest, and heaviest, and most expensive armor available. It is chainmail, but set with many additional thick plates of metal, which extend down the arms and legs. Great protection, but forget about spellcasting. Unless you're a priest. Auxiliary item storage. Warning, items are magically protected. This dusty room is filled with crates filled and shelves laden with piles upon piles of old stuff. Some is junk, some very useful looking. It would take quite a while to sort through it. None of it is yours. Although I could pick up the rocks without anyone complaining. And a nice little space-filling hill here. And that's about it for Stormport. So I can buy more clothes and goods over here. but unfortunately not very many of them. Just enough, however, to give me an excuse for exploring farther north. Unexplored regions to north. Beware of undead. Sleep with fires lit. This is your last warning. And indeed, if I bring up my map of Carnold Province, there are forests and mountains to the north of Stormport, and we don't really know what else. Oh crap, gremlins. Well, I'm not high enough level that they run away from me, but I am high enough level that I can hit them pretty good, and they can't hit me, so gremlins maybe not so bad anymore? They will still steal my food if they do get a hit on. Thick area of trees here. But nothing special about it otherwise. Oh, I see some undead. What? Oh, right, because I'm on horseback. You encounter a group of undead creatures, wandering through the trees looking for some unlucky soul to vent their hatred of the living upon. Deciding that they wish to devour you utterly, they charge you. Ghasts, spirits, and wights. Nothing a generous application of fire can't handle. A group of undead caught up with this highly unfortunate woman. Their attack was so savage it shredded her armor and broke her staff. Only the bronze ring around her finger survived. Welp. I will have to explore this stretch more thoroughly. What is this? Squiggus to the north, and Lennus farther north. That may be funny for anyone who remembers Lenny and Squiggy from, what was it, the Laverne and Shirley show? Something like that. And as one could reasonably expect from a town whose economy is based on farming and selling herbs, at least half of their real estate is occupied by agriculture. Hello there. A mage sits behind the counter, polishing a dark crystal. I am Voltalk. I collect and prepare crystals. It's an ideal place for it. Is it really? It's very unspoiled. All the stone collectors haven't been all over here yet. That's fair point. The only problem is the gremlins, and what a problem they are indeed. Oh, there are plenty of spooky creatures out there. The worst are the gremlins. Fortunately, we can deal with them. We leave them milk and cookies in one of our buildings, and they eat them and leave us alone. That is... yeah, that actually makes sense for gremlins. He looks nervous. Just don't ask too much about it. And don't poke around too much. You aren't from around here. Just leave things be. Okay. Crystals and herbs. The main products out here. You can get herbs next door. You can purchase crystals here. Smoky crystal. Good for mind duels if that's ever a thing I want to do. So I don't remember where I learned mind duel in this game. Squiggus Courier Guild. Deliver goods and pick up herbs here. This woman has soft clothes, soft hands, and a piercing, calculating gaze. She was doing a bit of accounting, but when you approach, she sets down her pen. I'm Shirley. Yeah, told you it was Laverne and Shirley. I'm a merchant. I look after the trading in this area. Her calm, implacable, businesslike demeanor is somewhat intimidating after so many months out in the wild. Why, yes. Trading up and down this coast has been increasing at a highly profitable rate. Are you interested in making some money? Well, it works very simply and smoothly. Couriers can get goods down south, bring them here, and sell them. They can then purchase the herbs we produce and take them down to Libras and sell them. Quick, easy, safe, profitable. Who could ask for more? Well, yeah, but it doesn't compare to killing monsters and looting their lairs. She relieves you of your trade goods, paying you 50 gold for each bundle. Well done. Now would you like to purchase some herbs so you don't have to waste the trip back? Okay, pay 14 gold, bring it up here, and receive 50 gold for it? That's not bad, actually. I can buy exotic herbs for 25 gold. And apparently I can fit more of them in my pack than I could the trade goods. Barracks. Exactly what it says on the sign. Fine rations. With a regular provisioner. And this part of the building has no obvious entrance. Oh no, another dog. That keeps happening. And, okay, there are 2 guards conspicuously placed so that I can't get to the north end of that building. And there's a sign there that I can't read while you're in the way. Huh. No, I don't know how to get in there without cheesing off the guards. I think I will do as the mage says and leave that bit of town alone. As you march through the dense, unexplored forests of eastern Valorum, you see signs of intelligent life. In fact, you hear it too. Someone is singing, and you see a campfire through the trees. Leave the path and approach it? Man, I'm already way off the expected path here. You plunge into the woods, searching for the source of the lights and singing. However, you don't reach it. It seems to recede into the woods ahead of you. Suddenly, the light and music disappear, and you find yourself lost in a dark, shadowy forest. Ow. An icy breeze blows through this eerie, dark forest. You look around, and would swear that you see shadowy shapes in the distance, circling and pacing you. You are clearly being stalked. Gremlins and, gorgons. This could be interesting. Just in case I never scried a gremlin. They're small, they're weak, they steal food. Gorgons are much bigger and tougher, and they can breathe sleep clouds and also are magic resistant. Ew. Okay, nobody's asleep yet. Cool. This could be a little bit annoying. 1 damage, really. So they're not really hitting me, they're just making me fall asleep so that I can't hit them, and the battle takes much longer. Good job. Pearl must be the one with the... No, I didn't pick up the Helm of Wakefulness this run because I hit Colchis too late for the ghost to tell me about it. Pearl is just that good, I guess. Retrieve the horses. Interesting. And more stalking by fey creatures. Ah! Most of my party resist the sleep clouds, but the gremlins don't. And also worth noting, once in a while the Gorgon does try to hit me, and if he succeeds, he will poison me. Jerk. Also, they dropped a lot of gloves for some reason. This forest is very large and confusing. Thanks to your keen woodsman's eyes, and my keen gamer's eyes that noticed a different texture of plant, you notice you're walking through a thick patch of herbs. They're not alchemical herbs, but herbs for cooking, and are probably quite in demand somewhere. Pick some? Sure. Oh boy, more gremlins. Is this an exit, perhaps? Finally, you think you can see the forest getting a little bit less dark and twisted. Forge ahead? Apparently so. There was another one that I wanted to investigate and actually didn't. Where was it? The path ends at a very unusual tree indeed. It's in bloom, but instead of fruits or flowers, the branches are laden with beautiful sapphires. There's hundreds of them, there for the picking. And I pick as many as I can carry. As you start to pick some of the gems, you notice that the others start to disappear. You only grab 10 of them before the rest are gone. You turn back and find that the trees have guards, and they're quite annoyed. How many gorgons this time? 3, but they're well placed for a firestorm. Well, that could have maybe gone better. And the tree is gone. And yeah, I got a whole bunch of sapphires now. Can cast all the magic maps. And at last I am free from the Fey Peninsula. I'm sure they are very happy to see me go. Ooh, more herbs? Yoink. Okay, so there's Squiggus. Not much of a road over here. Sometimes I can outrun wandering monsters on the surface with my horses. And here's Lennus, and not much else. And once again, at least half the town is just agriculture. Lennus B&B. The door is locked. Hello there, your door was, stuck, ma'am. You meet an aging woman with curly hair and a winning smile. I'm Laverne, how are you? Oh, not much. I run a little boarding house here, for people in town for a bit. You can have a room for the night for only 5 gold. Don't get many visitors out here. Only the odd types who want to see Carmine. Ooh, he's a blacksmith, but a touchy fella. His doors are locked, and he won't see anybody. Real odd and eccentric and stuff. But the people who come through say he's the best. Go figure. I think I will take a room for the night, actually. She thanks you and lets you into a cozy room next door. The next morning, after a restful sleep, she brings you scones. Yay. Going to save my game just in case of angry dogs. I don't suppose you feel like talking to me? No. Ooh, a lantern and a book. How much is Pearl carrying now? Okay, she's exactly at her weight limit. Roaches and you. That's kind of boring. I'm pretty sure you're not going to talk to me. No. Keep out. Well, I can't pick the lock, but fortunately, I think magic lockpicks are unbreakable. You are at the entrance of a low, nondescript bunker, with thick walls and heavy doors. Someone has done a lot of building to maintain his privacy. It's also full of webs. Oh, now that's just mean. Hello, sir. At this point, I don't think I like you much either. But I am an adventurer, and thus I am contractually obligated to investigate all of the things. You meet a dark, hunched-over, slightly deranged-looking man. He holds a hammer in one hand and a pair of tongs in the other. I'm Carmine. This better be good. He snarls. I bet you come to purchase weapons, huh? Well, forget it. I don't make stuff much anymore. I'm just too good. My skills are wasted. Oh, I can see a little bit of healthy pride is alien to you. Well, I stay out here and plan, and I'm proud of it. I plan the truly great weapon I'm going to make. The problem is, I need truly great material. You got any quality metal? Nope. I long for a challenge. I'm desperate for it. If you ever find a piece of truly unusual, exceptional metal, bring it to me. I'll make a sword for you. A truly great sword. I only ask 1,000 gold for labor. Okay, then. Well, at least he recognizes us as people who are likely to bring him quality metal. Right, left the horses outside of town. So Lennus has Carmine and Laverne's bed and breakfast, and that is about it. Yeah, no more gremlins. And it looks like the coastline just curves around here. And I'm going to have a lot of herbs to sell when I do finally make it back down south. Humph. Looks like another herb patch here. Sometimes I'm looking at my map, sometimes I'm looking at the actual Main screen. So sometimes I miss a little thing here and there. And I'm sure there's even more to see up north, but I need to go down and sell off all these herbs before I entirely run out of inventory space. Okay, a mountain pass with nothing trying to kill me. Refreshing. Odd round mountain formation. Someone's lair in there. A tower hidden in the forest. Fiery pit. So this is not the lair of Vakos. This close, you can see that the lava river here has several small stepping stones across. If you head directly west, you may be able to cross undamaged. However, I probably won't be able to take the horses with me. Aha, and this is the tomb of Vakos. I'll come back here next episode. Until then, have a good one, everybody.